Hey, I'm Misha, and today I want to share a little bit about the three different types of burnout. According to burnout researcher Dr. Barry Farber, there are three categories of people or three types of burnout that we usually see. The first type is called frenetic, the second type is called under-challenged, and the third type is called worn out. So this first type, the frenetic type, is usually what we think of when we think of a burned out person. In my case, I was very frenetically running around, trying to build my startup, ignoring my emotions, working too hard, and when I was presented with a challenge, I didn't take a break. I just wanted to solve it as quickly as possible, and it didn't matter what negative physical or mental effect it had on me. I just wanted to get it done.
Just get it done.
So Dr. Barry Farber defines the frenetic burnout type as the following. The frenetic type is a profile for tenacious and energetic persons who cope with adversity with considerable enthusiasm and interest, doing all they can and giving all they are able to give, aka type A overachievers who are impatient. When they perceive that the results obtained do not correspond to the invested effort, they work with more determination to meet the goals they set initially. In other words, they're super stubborn. If they're not getting the results they want, they just keep working harder and harder, and they're basically on a hamster wheel. The second type of burnout is actually called under-challenged. These people are the opposite of overworked. They're actually not overworked at all. They're bored. There's nothing exciting or interesting or challenging or motivating about their jobs. There was a book by David Graeber that was released a few years ago called Bullshit Jobs. And Graeber defines bullshit jobs as a form of paid employment that is so completely pointless, unnecessary, or pernicious that even the employee cannot justify its existence. So if you're in a really boring job and you're like, why am I doing this? Why does this job exist? Then that can actually lead to a lot of cynicism. It can lead to obviously a lot of boredom, and it can lead to another type of burnout.
No! God, please, no! No!
And finally, the third type of burnout is called the worn out type. Now, the worn out type is somewhere in between these first two of frenetic and under-challenged. So with the worn out type, they're basically in a situation where maybe they're not overworked, but they feel like they just have no say, they have no power, and they have no control of what's going on around them, no matter what they do, no matter how much effort they put in. Reading from Dr. Farber's definition, he defines the worn out type as the worn out profile consists of dispassionate subjects who have reduced their level of involvement to the point of neglecting their responsibilities. It's basically the high school teacher who says, I don't give a damn anymore. These are workers with a degree of pessimism that has led them to lose all enthusiasm for their job and have chosen to give up any effort in the face of setbacks experienced. In this respect, they are those who, in response to frustration, give up entirely. So there's obviously a lot of convergence and connection between these three types. You can probably have all three types in one company or one situation. Maybe you're feeling extremely stressed, and then that stress level goes down when work is less busy, but then you feel totally helpless to do anything, so you're worn out. And then maybe your role changes, and then you're just totally unengaged and under-challenged. So it's not that you are necessarily just one of these types. You could actually be more than one, two, or even all three. So I hope that was interesting for you. I would love to hear from you wherever you're at in your burnout journey. Which one of these three types do you relate to the most? The frenetic type, the under-challenged type, or the worn-out type? Or maybe some combination of all three. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.